Hey, what's up everyone? 2016 Toyota Corolla. My airflow stops coming out of the vents, or you might not have any at all. This is a bad blower motor in my case. So what you want to do, if this is happening to you, come down here underneath your glove box and give it a good smack right underneath here. This is where the blower motor is. Just give it a couple of those, and if your air starts turning on again, then that's a good indication of a bad blower motor. Now, of course, there might be something else like a bad wire or something, but I would say it's safe to say the majority of the time it's going to be a bad blower motor. So here's what a new one looks like. I got this from Toyota. Here's my part number. Again, this is from the dealer. You could get this aftermarket for probably a lot cheaper. Underneath here, this little black panel, you could pull this down. You could kind of just wiggle it and pull it down, and it'll come out. But technically, there's these little tabs you're supposed to squeeze and then pull it down. But most everyone just kind of just wiggles this and pulls it down, and it'll pop out. These are the tabs I'm talking about. So yeah, we'll just pop this down. Go ahead and remove this, move it out of the way, and then after we get this out, I'm gonna show you. So under here we have the blower motor's right here, and then we have a wire harness going to it, and then a little clip that holds the wire harness on the motor is where it plugs in. On the back, there's a little button right here. You just push this button, and then you pull down by the connector, not by the harness, and then you can pull this out. It's actually pretty spacious for a finger to get in there and do it. That didn't sound right. Anyways, over here is the blower motor resistor. This thing pops off too. Just squeeze the button and pull it down. And then after that's off, this little guide should come off too. We'll get that off. So we gotta go and get this out. The little screws for this, there's like 3 of them, and they're a Torx 25. You could use a flathead, I believe like an 8mm or a 10mm, and I used just a regular Phillips, and it worked. But yeah, the technical bit you need is a T25 to remove this without, you know, stripping it out or nothing. And you want to be kind of gentle with those because they can strip out. Now this little panel right here comes off. This holds those. It's just a regular Phillips screw. It's a little Phillips screw that holds that little metal thing on, and then you can get to the screw underneath it for the blower motor. And then there's this one. I got my T25, my Torx T25. This one in the rear is a tight spot, so I had to use a ratchet to get to this one. It's a tiny ratchet. All right, unscrew this. And save these screws because we're going to reuse them to put them back in. So I got that out, and then once that's out, this blower motor should drop down like that. Okay. Here's comparing it to my new one. It should be like pretty much identical. Even the aftermarket one should be pretty much identical. There's a little hole right here, and there's a hole on the blower motor. It's kind of like where they mount up. Like there's like a male and female, and then you just, that's kind of like your guide spot. You put that on, and then the rest of it should fall into place. And then we will put in the screws. I'm gonna just go do those off camera. Again, it's a little Torx bit, and I got those in. Then I would get my little Phillips screw in that holds the metal tab that holds onto those other connectors, those white ones. Not sure where those go to or what they do, but after that we're gonna get the plugs in. Get my plugs in here. Okay, and then that you could push the guide after you get these connectors plugged in. You could put the guide on the little side part. Just push that on there, and should grab on. If it breaks or something, you could just use a zip tie to secure this wire harness, you know. So I got that on, everything's good. We'll go ahead and just test it out. You know, with your car on, just turn this on. It should work on every setting. Should come out fine. If it only works on like high, or if it only works on like 1, 2, 3, but not 4, you might have a bad resistor, which was that other one down there. You can rewind the video to see where that's at. I think it's just 2 screws that holds that in. This will go back in. This little part just goes back here. There's like a little hole that has like a white paint on. Yours may or may not have white paint, but that goes in there. It's like a guide, and then you just push these in. Just go ahead and push these in. They should clip in, or I mean just pop in and hold in place. And after that, that's about it, guys. So hopefully this video helped you out. Any additional information in the comments is appreciated. Thanks for watching.